Greetings everyone. So, in today's third course for the second semester, we're gonna be viewing over the information and communication technologies. So, we're gonna be pretty much seeing them in a more general way and some of their most important aspects. So, let's get started. So, first of all, what is information and communication technologies? So, the following, or also, we can say ICT encompasses a long list of goods and services, including traditional technologies such as telephones, televisions, as well as newer technologies such as cell phones and the internet. So, this pretty much englobes the most ways used in order to spread the information with today's technology. Thus, for the second point, we're going to be moving. What are the types of ICT? So, it refers to the tools used within the ICT in order to practice its hold over the flux of information, such as phones, computers, television, radio, the internet, social medias, and such. So there's more than one way to spread the information between everyone and between everyone, anywhere and everywhere we want. So there is basically no end to the supplies of resources we've got in order to spread such information. Then, for the third point, we've got the objective of the ICT. ICTs are a set of resources needed to manipulate information, particularly the computers, programs, and networks needed to convert, store, manage, transmit, and retrieve it. So pretty much like some recording apps, which allows us to keep that information recorded for the centuries that comes. So from the old history of our world to the current information that spreads within it. Then, for our final point, we've got the advantages of ICT. So, ICT contributes to the advancement of knowledge by maximizing the flow of information and scientific advances, thus enabling their rapid use. So, they facilitate the identification of resources when working on a shared theme and the pooling of discoveries and advances. So, this is for our first point. Then, for the second one, it helps spread information between people, families, and countries worldwide. So it's like like what we've said in the previous point, there is no shortage to the amount of tools we can use to spread information everywhere and anywhere we want with anyone we want. So there's practically no end to it, and there's all the apps needed and all programs that enables us to do so. Then, for the third point, the ICT helps students develop new skills and become more creative. So, for this one, the developing new skills. So, think like for example, the use of the internet. It may help someone learn new languages or like discovering some new tradition, new countries and such. Just by exploring through the internet, it helps us accumulate a certain new knowledge about newer themes we couldn't handle or we couldn't even discover by ourselves through normal means. So thanks to it, we can develop further, or like for example, the ability to make more apps other than the one we have, or like for example creating new designs thanks to the inspiration we get from reviewing others designs and such. So there is absolutely an infinite possibilities that comes within the ability to overcome and surf through the internet in order to gather such intelligences. And finally, for fourth and final point, the ICT gives teachers access to many possible teaching tools, of course. So, for every single teacher, including me, of course, thanks to these tools, we're able to accumulate a certain new knowledge about certain courses that even we don't know, or maybe the one we've already grasped but not at full content. So thanks to them, we are able to actually master said thing in order to spread, in order to let that knowledge pass on to our students and other and such. So there's basically just infinite advantages through the use of these ICT. And with that, we've pretty much summed up the most important parts of this ICT. And with that, I thank you for your assistance and see you in the next course.